Is abortion murder? Today I'll first talk about the current state of abortion regulation. I'll secondly talk about Republican views on abortion. And I'll thirdly talk about Democratic views on abortion regulation. So the first point you want to look at when talking about the current state of abortion regulation is Roe versus Wade. In 1973, Roe versus Wade, or as a result of the case of Roe versus Wade, there was a federal mandate of abortion being legal in all 50 states and protected as a right under the Fourth Amendment. However, in 2022, in the case Dobbs versus Jackson Health Organization, it was overturned and the decision on abortion regulations was sent back to the states. With it being sent back to the states, you have certain states who have complete complete bans, and other states who have partial 15-week cutoffs to 24-week cutoffs. Now that I've talked about the current state of abortion regulations, I'll now secondly speak about Republican views on abortion. So the first point you have to hit when talking about Republican views on abortion is the moral standpoint. It's generally accepted in Republican spaces that conception or life starts at the point of conception, meaning right when the fetus is conceived, it's considered a human and should be provided the rights that come with that. And another moral argument that is seen a lot in Republican spaces is viewing abortion as a murder of a life because of the life starting at the point of conception. Another viewpoint that you see a lot is the use of contraception can prevent unplanned pregnancies. So it's shifting the idea of allowing abortion to happen and mandating abortion as a right, shifting the responsibility of the woman to prevent the need for abortion. According to ACOG's article titled "The Effectiveness of Birth Control," there's over a 99% chance of mainstream contraceptives of working as they're intended. Other more in-depth options like IUDs almost have a 100% success rate. Now, Republican regulation preferences, they are against a federal mandate on either side of the argument, so they don't want abortion to be protected as a right under the Fourth Amendment. However, they want it to be sent back to the states, so each states in their own state level government can decide on their own abortion regulations. So far, I've firstly covered the current state of abortion regulation, and then secondly, the Republican Party's views on abortion and their preferences on regulation. So now lastly, I'll cover the Democratic position on abortion. So the Democratic moral standpoints, they accept a 24-week cutoff as the point where the fetus starts to become a person, and then should be awarded the same rights as other people do as well. So at that 24 weeks, there's some science backing that pain receptors will form and fetal viability is promoted. So they view the abortion pre-24 weeks as not taking a life and therefore not murder. And then post 24 weeks, they're still with. They agree in the sense of post 24 weeks, it's shouldn't be a operation that's done outside of medical exceptions that promote danger to the woman. So the Democratic preferred regulation is a nationwide mandate of abortion being a right under the Fourth Amendment, up to 24 weeks, and then post 24 weeks, medical exceptions permitting. So the according to Robin Fields in her article, Are Abortion Bans Across America Causing Deaths? It shows that higher abortion regulation or stricter abortion regulation actually is showing increased signs of maternal mortality rates, which is another strong force in the abortion argument on the Democratic side. So in conclusion, I covered the current state of abortion regulations, I've covered Republican views on abortion regulation, and I've covered the Democratic views on abortion regulation. So I hope that you are more informed in both sides of the argument and where the controversy lies at the moment. Thank you for listening.